So, I do not know wherever you are listening this from, but the mere fact that you've decided to click on this poster and on this video, and you decided to watch me, and you decided to stay until this long, I am grateful, and I hope that at the end of the day you will listen to the things that I rant about, and you will come to understand, or you will come to Good evening, everybody listening and watching this. My name is Mark Waneka. I am just a regular guy from Uganda, and this is the regular RANT show, a show that I've conceived today, and I'm making the very first episode today, and I'm making this effort today. Today is the 1st of October, a perfect way to start a month, and to make it even better, it is a Sunday. The perfect way to start a week. So we start a week on 1st, and you know how it goes. Anyhow, we know that new months mean new resolutions, new ideas, new plans. So in a perfect way, this new month also represents that kind of thing for me, because today is the very first day that I'm actually putting this out. It has been years since I've thought about putting out a podcast. It's been really long, because if I can remember, as far as 2011 is when I started to think about creating a podcast and putting something out there for people to hear. I always wanted to create content that appeals to people, that is relatable. I want something that is so relatable that everybody can listen to it and actually think on it and see that it is something that is happening in their life. I want to create content that impacts people's lives. So I've always wanted to do that, and I've always created things. And let me tell you this, before this day, I have probably created about 500 episodes of this, but I have not uploaded them anywhere or even had anybody listen to them. The reason being, I wasn't confident enough. I wasn't sure that it can be anything, or that people will even love how I sound. So I ended up leaving everything on my computer. I ended up leaving everything out there in my own creation studio and never letting everybody see it. At the end of the day, I have had loads and loads of work and procrastinations and self-doubt and lack of self-confidence. But today I'm saying no. I want to face the reality. I want to take this effort. And being that today is the 1st of a new month, I want to do it. And even as I speak to you, I know I stumble, and you're probably thinking, what is this guy doing? But I'm saying, the reason I'm calling this a regular rant, and the reason why I call myself a regular guy, is I want to show you that I come from no experience at all. I fidget from this. I am nervous even right now as I record this. But should people be ashamed of their nerves? I'm saying no. I'm saying I'm going to work through the nerves that I'm feeling right now. I'm going to work through all the negativity that I'm getting right now, and I want to push myself to go forward, because this negativity that I'm feeling exactly as I record this show is the same negativity that has prevented me from posting anything. I mean, how can I have recorded almost 500 episodes and never uploaded anything? I am done being perfect. I am done looking for any kind of perfection. I'm done thinking how people are going to love my voice or they're not. I'm done thinking whether I have the perfect ideas to share with you. I want to push this forward, because this is a dream. This has always been a dream from way forward, from way back. This has always been a dream, and I want to put myself out there, because there is somebody who shared a story with me about prison, and I was listening to how they were telling me about prison, and they said that in prison it's like you have your life put in a box, and it's only when you feel like your life is put in a box that you realize how much time you had that you never used. So maybe at the end of the day this show will not succeed. Maybe people will still not love what I do, or people will not like the topics, or will not like the idea of a regular rant. But I have one life and I have all the time. So what am I going to use the time for? Am I going to sit back and always worry that people are not going to love my work? Or I'm actually going to do something and put the work out there and then let the work speak for me? I'm saying I'm going to use all my opportunities that I have right now to put myself out there. Anyhow, this is a regular rant. Now that is done. I fidgeted in the middle of everything, thinking, should I put this as an intro episode or should I just dive right in? And I thought that every time that I've conceived an idea, I've always been thinking of doing an introduction first. And that is the stage that I never really left. I never stopped. I never did anything past the introduction. So this time I thought, no, if this regular rant is the idea that I want to push forward, I'm not going to do an introduction for it. I'm going to dive right into the very first entry, and this is my very first entry. Now, at regular rant, you can expect two things. First of all, as it is a regular rant, meaning it is not scripted, there is no specific theme, there is no direction. It is going to be about anything. We will rant about anything that we want. For every 2 days in a week, Monday and Friday, I will be here and I will rant about something with a goal that I want to encourage you to share, to talk, and that everything that you listen to here can be something that you interact with, that can push a certain kind of thinking, and that you not just think that thing, but you also go ahead and share it with your people. There will be discussions on self-help, there will be discussions on lifestyle, there will be discussion on finances, there will be discussion on pop culture, movies and music, there will be discussion on anything. And because these are the things that make up our lives, we're saying regular rant is a talk show, or it is a podcast, or you can call it anything. I'm choosing to say regular rant is a space where everybody is free to talk about anything that they want. So ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you regular rant because I want you guys to be able to listen out there and listen to this guy whisper in your ear, if this voice is actually whispering. I want you to sit back there and listen to the topics that I will bring up, the topics that I will want to rant about. And if these are topics that you find interesting, you will go down in my DM or in my comment section and you'll just hashtag regular guy UG, and then we can talk about it. You can give me your views, or you can give me your interesting facts about it, and then we can move forward. Now I will try my level best to put every show under 30 minutes. I will try my level best. I'm making no promises, but I will try to put every episode under 30 minutes, and we will have segments of self-help, or segments where we talk about our personal lives and improving them, and then we can talk about any other thing, from pop culture to finance to health tips or anything that will come up. You will find these shows on my YouTube channel, Regular Guy UG YouTube channel, or you can also always find at my website, www.regularguyug.com, and you can also go down to my social media handles at Regular Guy UG everywhere, Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook. And then now that we know what regular rant is all about, what shall we rant about today? Let me rant about how my weekend was. How was my weekend? My weekend was not exactly good. I mean, okay, let me say this. Moving forward, I would like you to know I am a lover of movies and I'm a lover of soccer. So these are the two things that I do during the weekend, or the things that I look forward to every weekend. I want to watch matches and I want to watch some movies. So this weekend was particularly not good for me. I mean, it didn't go so well for me. I'm a Liverpool supporter, so you should know why I'm saying this. I mean, we lost the game. But not just these usual losses. We lost the game in a dramatic fashion. I mean, who the hell invented VAR? Because that is the worst invention of the century. We lost the game in a very, very bad way. We had 2 red cards and we had an own goal. I mean, what more could happen to us? I really felt so bad. This game reminded me of reminded me of a game in the Champions League where we were playing with Chelsea and we were eliminated from the game. I felt so bad. So the kind of pain I felt this weekend kind of reminds me of that pain that I felt long ago, and it wasn't so pleasant. So I really felt bad that we lost the game, and I feel like this VAR is really making the game so boring and so bogus, and we need a new thing. We need to change things. Otherwise, I'm really anyway, I was glad. I was glad for a moment that I thought that actually we were not going to lose the game, because despite the fact that we had 9 players on the field, we were able to hold the very vibrant Tottenham Hotspurs. But at the end of the day, bad luck just came to us, and it wasn't so pleasant. But I'm glad the boys performed. Still back on football, I think I loved that. I was really paying attention. Ever since last season, I was paying attention to the Brighton team. And Brighton team is really playing good football, so I was paying attention, and I'm really eager to see where the Brighton team ends this season, and particularly this weekend. I was surprised that they lost the game. I mean, I was looking up to them, like to win all sorts of games, because when you ask me, I think I would say the Brighton team is like the Manchester City of the small teams. But it's sad that they lost the game, and I actually went down to check to see where was Mitoma on the field, because I always thought that in order to beat Brighton you have to put out Mitoma, but actually Mitoma was there and they lost the game, and so was Evan Ferguson, so was Solly March, so everybody was pretty much there and they lost the game. So it is possible to beat Brighton, but I'm still hoping to see where they will end. And it's kind of sad that we are playing Brighton next. And they lost the game, so they're gonna come to us very tough. I don't want to play Brighton. It's the team that I don't think Liverpool can sustain, but anyhow, we'll see how it goes. Anyhow, the second thing that I really watched was that I really want you to watch here is Rabbit Hole. Rabbit Hole is a very, very nice TV show. I mean, if I've watched anything in this year, I think Rabbit Hole is the best thing that I've watched so far, because damn, that story was so out of the blue. Now, if you haven't heard Rabbit Hole is a short series, 8 episodes, and it's about the people in the corporate companies, or the people that control the data, the social media companies, the kind of Facebook, Instagram, those kind of things. So imagine your information, everything that we put up on social media. Imagine that there is somebody who collects that piece of information and takes it up to their possession, and they use it however they want. So Rabbit Hole is just a story about that kind of thing. So if you're a person who uses social media and you post stuff so much like us, you will want to watch Rabbit Hole. First of all, it stars Kiefer Sutherland. Kiefer Sutherland is if anybody watched Designated Survivor and 24 Hour, that's the guy, Kiefer Sutherland. Wow. If there is Kiefer Sutherland in any movie, I'm always going to jump right into it, because his movies never disappoint. So the same thing applied to Rabbit Hole. It was just excellent. It's not so fast paced. It has moments where you have to really pay attention in order for you to understand what is going on or what is being discussed. As soon as you really understand what the movie is all about, you're always going to enjoy it. Otherwise, it's not the usual action-packed or fast-paced movie. It's a little bit slow, but it's really exciting. I didn't like the ending, though. I feel like the ending lacked the justification of some characters. It didn't end so well, but I would give it an 8 out of 10 because it was a perfect series. It was very nice. I loved it, and I think you guys should watch it. When I was preparing this episode, somebody asked me, what is the goal? Where do you draw your inspiration, and what do you want to achieve with these episodes? And this was my response. The reason why I always thought about creating a podcast and wanting to create one is that I've been listening to a lot of people and I've been watching a lot of podcasts. So my biggest inspiration is Jay Shetty. I think his podcast called On Purpose really speaks volumes. Every guest that he brings on, I've not listened to all the episodes, but I've tried to listen to majority of the episodes, and they're always informative. I like the way he speaks about problems that everybody deals with. And then I've also listened to Stephen Bartlett. I think he's like my new guy, and is the guy that I really want to have on a show at some point. So these two guys inspire me so much, and I see their content. I see how they've been evolving over time, and they personally speak for me. So I thought that I should give it a go. I mean, I should rub shoulders with the people that inspire me. I mean, when we listen to the stories that they share with the people that inspire us, it could be somebody else, but when we listen to them share the stories with us, it's almost as if we want to be like them. But then there is something that always holds us back, that we don't want to go do the work that we know or that they've told us they did. So in this case, by doing this, I'm just trying to be able to do what my people, the people that inspire me, are doing, and I just want to see where this goes. I want to give it my all. And I want them to, at some point, this one of my episodes, to reach them and they see it and they know that I'm doing what I'm doing because of the work that they've done. And I think that will be very nice. So I want that. The goal is that I get out of my comfort zone. The goal is that I'm sick and tired of being so scared. The goal is that I'm tired of wanting to be perfect and thinking how this is going to end. I'm tired of doing that. I want to go all in, and I want to see where actually it goes. I want to give my best effort. I make these episodes from my room, my small apartment. Let me point for you a picture of my surrounding. I'm in a small living room, my living room, and I'm seated at a little table where I have my screen and my equipment. And I have neighbors around. I live in an open place, so there are people around. So there are instances where you will hear bits of background noise. I hope you bear with me because, like I said earlier, I come from no experience. And quite honestly, to be here today, it's a testimony in itself, because it means that I'm manifesting a certain kind of courage, and I'm putting myself out there. And just to record this episode and having it out there for you to listen to it and for you to hear it, in itself, it's just everything to me. So bear with me as we built this from the beginner level, from the amateur level. I know this first episode doesn't give enough of doesn't give you that satisfaction, or it doesn't match up to all the episodes that you've done, but I want you to grow with me. I want you to look at how I mature, and perhaps when you see the success that this show brings, perhaps you will see that there are things that we can create, whether we're regular, whether we're extraordinary, whether we have talents or not. When you see that I can create this and it goes somewhere, the same way you can create something and it goes somewhere. So I hope that from my fidgeting, from my unconfidence, from my nervousness, you can learn, you can be inspired to create something or to do something that you've always wanted to do. So I'm putting myself as an example, to be mocked, to be appreciated, to be criticized, to be anything. I'm putting myself out there for any kind of criticism, for any kind of comments, because at the end of the day, you can really have the guarantee that you can learn from this space, from this rant. You can learn how to handle when you create your own thing. So let me be your inspiration. Let me be your example. Let me be the guy that pulls you from your procrastinations. And what a better way to pull you from your procrastination, because I'm pulling myself from a procrastination. So if this is what they say, I mean, there is always something that a leader is supposed to be exemplary. So when I say that means that I am becoming exemplary for you. So you can look at me as your leader. Anyhow, thank you so much for listening to the very first episode of Regular Rant. I'm not really sure I've communicated or I've done anything, but being the first episode, I think cut me some slack. I hope that in the subsequent episodes you will come to understand what this show is all about. All I'm asking you is that stick around, subscribe. Visit our website on www.regularguyug.com, and you can tag me on social media using regularguyug everywhere, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. You can always leave a comment, and you can always DM me. Otherwise, I am out. Bye bye.